Hello, trading has closed on the 2nd of March 2022. We always start things off by reminding you to follow the rules of our channel and reminding you I can be completely wrong. It's just my opinion. Any trade you make should be at your own risk. Typically begin by going over our calls. We had this big drop yesterday. I was looking for higher prices. Target was 43.49.33. We got the higher prices and that printed. This is the pattern with the early high. Typically it's a rally day with a high in the final hour. We certainly got that, but we certainly didn't have an impressive close. To rallying all day long, this close is not only under all of today's highs, but also under this prior high. And if you can't clear a prior high, you're just backing and filling in the same consolidation. You haven't really accomplished anything. Now what counts isn't today's close, but tomorrow's open. If we gap and take out this high early, everything is right with the world, the rally can continue. But if we don't, should see lower prices, and ultimately MEJT calls for a much lower price, 43.23.69. You don't have to see it tomorrow, but usually you don't have to wait too long. In the afternoon, all these squiggles were called false moves. Systems said they'd retrace, and they did, but we have an ultimate sell in the morning. It doesn't tell the next move, just sets a target. And that target is to undercut that low, 43.23.69. Well, this is an important trend line connecting these highs. We went up to it, but not through it. People who've watched these videos before know the rule. Have a strong move to, but not through resistance. Either you gap over resistance or resistance wins. So if we gap over this tomorrow, the rally can continue. But if we don't, I expect any move over it, even if we do get a move over it, to come back to the line. Well, here's our top. Here's the prior consolidation. Here's 38.2%. 100% of the prior consolidation is right at today's high. So you got resistance from the trend line, from Fibonacci. You have a lower ultimate target. These things are not positive for the market. They all can be erased if we gap over this high. If you're a bull, that's what you have to do. But if we don't do that, I think we trade lower with a chance to be much lower. Tomorrow's pattern has the early high. We could still gap down. Today's normally bullish pattern didn't clear midday highs nor highs from the prior day. Despite the 80-point advance, this is a weak variant of the daily pattern. Bulls need to gap and promptly overtake today's high, or we should see lower prices. The alternative to such a gap is to have a straight line drop. There's a lower MEJT target, and ultimately it should print. Nothing requires it to print tomorrow, but usually one need not wait long to see it. The futures are down about 9 points as I'm recording this. 9 points in this market isn't very much. Nothing stops us from gapping over this and having the rally continue. But if we don't, it could be a long way down with a reasonable chance that we see 43.23.69 as an ultimate target. And if that prints, almost always you go lower than that. Tomorrow has the early high, and that's today's call.